out there in TV land. You're officially talking shit with Mike and Rick.
First
How's everything going?
I'm not Rick.
Yeah, who the fuck are you then?
From that last episode, I'm Jason. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
we got a
yeah,
special
yeah,
guest,
yeah.
everybody, like Jesse on. What?
Hello out there in TV land.
What you doing?
Oh my bad.
That's my ish.
Right.
Hello out there in TV land. You're officially talking ish with Mike and Rick. Now, today's topic is
Listen, I think today's topic we should be talking about stocks, whatnot.
No. We're going to title today's show, Shit That Matters. Stocks, bonds, life insurance, real estate, all those things. Credit. We got to get it together, people.
Big facts. You know what? That's what we talking about today.
Yeah.
Listen, I think the way that we should start this topic off is like if I was like desperate, like if I didn't know what my credit score was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think people might have my alias because like when I went to apply for stuff, people were like, yo, you denied. I want to build my credit up from there.
Mm-hmm. First thing first, what I would do, you got to get your credit report so you can see everything that's on that credit report.
Mm.
And things that don't have anything to do with you,
Dispute.
dispute.
Mm.
Dispute. Now, you got things like Credit Karma where you can dispute on the app, which is a good thing, but the best way to dispute any miscellaneous charges that's on your credit report, you have to write into the credit bureau.
How do you build credit?
First thing first, you can get a secure credit card. You got companies like Self that you could use your own money and they act like it's their money. But to over time, you build up the credit and whatnot. Every month you might put in $9, $10 or whatever. You pay the bill. And as you pay in, the credit is rising.
Mm. And what can you do with your credit?
Oh, plenty of things. And see, and the benefits of having good credit, let's say you're going to get a car you're going to lease a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bad credit, or you're going to pay more upfront, which means you're going to pay more on the back end also. So you're going to pay for that car about 3 to 4 times. You got good credit, the interest rate going to be tiny, going to be very low. You can keep up with it, you can pay it off, and then when it's time for you to trade it in, you get something else. You could buy a house. Bad credit, you is not getting a house.
No matter how much money you got.
No matter how much money you got. Because you can have the money, see, not to mention with bad credit, you're going to have to pay a home insurance credit on top of your mortgage and whatnot until your credit report builds up. But if you got good credit, you forego that and you just pay your mortgage.
All right.
And everything that comes in it. Good credit, you can take out a business loan.
All right.
Start your business, you have to go pay it back. See, and this is what separates everyone else with good credit and those with bad credit. Now, sometimes you're going to be a have-not.
All right.
See, because those with good credit and got their money on the side, it's like, not to digress,
okay,
it's the equivalent of having an LLC, starting a business, and starting your business under your own name. You're held liable. You're going to use your own money.
Right.
And you're going to pay with your own money. But an LLC, as far as credit concerned, is like this right here. You get sued, you're not using your own money.
Because I know a lot of people during this time is starting their own businesses. Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is like you would definitely want to have your credit already built up before you start your business. Yes,
because most businesses fail the first couple of years because they don't have no money. They don't have money you got good credit, you might could borrow some more from the bank.
Yo, and that's big facts because I know a lot of money need investors. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's like, they're going down. Like if you making like, you want to start like just a regular business. You know, you need funds. Everything should not come out your pocket.
Yeah.
So you need that.
Because if everything come out your pocket and the business is not successful, you're gonna be hungry and out of business. So credit is just a way to.
I'm not gonna lie, even with the best I did.
Yeah. Because some things just don't work out. Some things, the timing just not right. There's always multiple variables. And remember, we're just two Negroes talking ish in a house, drunk off Hennessy. As you see, I'm sweating. We're not financial advisors. We have to point that out to you.
All right. So first, basically, so you got your credit up. You know, you did the steps necessary to get your credit up. What should you do with this credit now?
All right, now remember, we're two Negroes who talking shit in their house, drunk off Hennessy, so you don't gotta take our advice. This is just our opinion. Now, with that being said, now once you got your credit up, you can get a loan. And you can toss that money into the stock market. You can get you go for your long term.
Yeah, that's a different. You're taking a long thought in the stock.
Yeah.
All right.
Now you can get your long term stocks, your $1 trillion companies, your Apple, your Disney, your AT&Ts. Then you can go into your penny stock, any stocks that are below $5, and do your due diligence. And if y'all want to hear about what type of stocks we have, comment below, and we'll probably do an episode on penny stocks and long-term stocks.
Not for nothing, Mike.
All right.
I don't argue with you.
Mm-hmm.
But all them stocks that you just mentioned, I disagree with.
And
you know why?
Why?
Before you give anybody any stock tips, you have to tell them to do their own investment. You hear me?
I did.
First of all, you just said AT&T. You just said all the popular things, bro. Not for nothing. I'm not even arguing with you.
No. Wait.
But when people do stocks, they have to do their own investment. You hear me?
That's what you said.
And if people don't know how to do it, there's there's YouTube videos that can teach you how to understand this thing. You know what I'm saying?
My favorite YouTubers,
and
Chris Singh and Stock Up with Uncle Larry. Excellent.
And with the stock conversation, you taught me about stocks.
Mm-hmm.
You taught me the value of stocks, or why we used to get stocks, whatnot, and everything. You told me about this years ago.
Yeah.
I'm about to argue with you like Jai with the Force now. Now, I'm about to be evil with you, bro. Like, first of all right, how do you invest right now? You know, there's 3 types of investings right now. There's active, there's progressive, and there's long term.
Mm-hmm.
How do you invest?
That's what I was telling them. To do on multiple. You see, you gotta listen, my brother.
Oh, maybe because this talking issue with Mike and Rick, and I don't listen half the time.
Yes, that's what I say. You gotta do long term, and then that's what I say with the big companies, and the penny stocks are your short term investment.
Okay.
See now, you can use Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade.
Mm-hmm.
There's multiple platforms. Cash App.
I'm not gonna lie.
Almost everybody got a Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
Now your stocks are limited on Cash App.
Really?
But it's still a start. Yes, they'll only give you a handful of them. You'll never be able to buy
everything.
EV stocks on Cash App.
So we're not endorsing anybody, but I actually do Cash App stock. So when you just said that, I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
But I'm invested also in S&P 500 companies through Cash App.
You can't go wrong because you're being very well diversified by invested in the S&P 500. When one stock going down, another one is going up.
Right.
And vice versa.
Right. So you're never really at a loss.
Yeah.
Which one do you invest in, VIX or VOO?
I invest in VOO, VFIAX, which is a little more riskier because it's a 3 times the stock, but it has done wonders for me, especially during this pandemic.
Okay, and that's for long term or short term?
Short term.
Oh, for short term, you're getting gain.
Yes.
All right. Not for nothing. I'm doing long term because I'm still new to the stock market. I learned this year,
Mm-hmm.
But I know this thing about like, with the federal government, and you got to invest like for lowest tax options. Like if you invest for like 1 year and 1 day, it's a whole different tax bracket.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like if you invest for 1 year, you don't owe as much money.
Yeah, there's always tax implications. Yeah, because
after that year is
it's called
up.
short-term gains.
Exactly.
You see, and then when you invest for the year and 1 day, you get the long-term gains stock option.
Yo. All right, so what topics we did?
We did stocks.
Mm-hmm. We did credit.
And credit.
I think the last thing we should talk about is life insurance.
Yes.
When we get old, listen, you're going to build up your future. You're going to make a future for your life and kids. And now you got to die. All right. Now, how you going to prepare for it?
It costs money to die.
So, Mike.
See, now.
How do you prepare to die?
You need life insurance.
Life insurance.
You got to have term insurance or whole life insurance. See, now the difference between it, term is more like a set amount. You might get a life insurance policy for $10,000, and it got maybe for 10 years, and you got to pay about $50 or $100 a month, whatever you work out with the your insurance agent. But if you miss a payment, it's finito.
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. But now whole life insurance builds up equity. You get a dividend every quarter. You can borrow from it. You can't borrow from term life.
Right.
Because term life it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But whole life insurance is what banks invest in.
Okay.
And see, in the beauty of it, they got something that's called a family bank.
Okay.
You could use your whole life insurance to let's say you want to maybe talking about leasing a car.
Yeah.
You're leasing a car to buy. So instead of leasing from the car place, what you do, or instead of taking a loan from the bank, you take a loan from yourself. From your whole life insurance, you don't got to pay all that extra interest rate. You can pay yourself back. You see, but anyway, insurance is good. Whether if you're going for a term insurance, good. But if you could afford whole life insurance, even better. See, because the fact is, especially with black people, we see it every day on Facebook, Instagram. Everybody got a Cash App, a GoFundMe to bury their relative.
Invest.
See, so all these things we need.
I don't want to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you're planning for your future, write only one will. Think about long term, like who's going to be around for the future, whatever. But write it one time. If you write one will now and you write another will later,
your estate could be in dispute.
The thing will be in dispute.
Mm-hmm.
You have to decide now what you want to do. And everybody, if you have children, you have to teach your children now to be responsible, to take care of, like even if you have to like have conversations with them.
I agree.
13, 14, 15. These are things that
my
have to be
kids
done.
know all my information.
Your children are way more mature than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They can handle this. Especially if you're young now, like how they're young, and they're not thinking that you're gonna die. You know?
Oh, definitely.
You didn't do this for anything. You didn't build your credit. You didn't build your livelihood. You didn't build your future just so that you die and then it just goes to whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it for a purpose. You're doing it for your next generation, the generation. That's what you're doing it for. You know what I'm saying? This is why you're building your credit and your future for.
And just remember, a life insurance is very important because every man want to go heaven, but nobody want death. So, in conclusion, I just want to reiterate, we are not financial advisors. We just two Negroes who drunk off Hennessy, talking in our home.
Anyway, thanks for talking ish with Michael Rick.
And can I get a brown hill
For real?
Sky tonight. Set the fire, let them eat it, yeah, so. Send the people, them no blaze it right. Let the fire just squeeze and let go.
Me said the resin, fire burn from the brain if a wolf in a